All right, so Silent Bull 91 says, looking for advice on scaling a family-owned business, furniture business and exploring startup ideas. Help! My father-in-law runs a furniture business with a sawmill, wood chemical treating unit, furniture manufacturing and mattress manufacturing, and a retail shop. Do a lot. He manages everything himself with 70 laborers, no HR or finance team, and no structured processes. Oh, my dear Lord. God. Hold on. Okay, sorry.
No structured process is the thing that
I felt a heart attack coming. He's planning on retiring and hand the business over to me. Oh my God. Okay. I'm an engineer with no prior business experience, but I've built an online presence for my company, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Have good traction and online presence locally. My goal is to professionalize the business by by setting up HR, finance, and marketing teams, creating a website. I don't know how to code, but I'll scale it. Additionally, I'm based in Bangalore. Where I can't picture where that is.
Somewhere in Asia.
Yeah, I know. I just can't picture where it's at. And exploring startup ideas in the furniture industry here. If anyone's looking to collaborate, let me know. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
What steps should I take to grow the family business or a Kickstarter for a new venture? So first off, where's Bangalore?
India.
That's right.
India.
Yes, It is. Okay. So
that explains a lot. I know a couple of Indian guys that have businesses in India.
Very cool.
Including like that type of scale.
Yeah.
And
you don't need the HR people over there.
No, now all of a sudden the first paragraph of this I
was really scared for a second there.
That's okay.
You got 70 people and
they do it.
Oh my gosh.
Did I ever tell you the story of the we were hiring a software company out of India.
Okay.
This is back with a previous company I was with. So we invited him to come visit us in Iceland, right? So he comes to our office. Like I go pick him up at the airport and all that stuff. I drop him at the hotel and I'm like, listen, I'll come pick you up in the morning, blah, 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 blah. So we go to the office in the morning. We walk in and we had like nice offices, right? 12-foot ceilings, whole 9 yards, nice conference table, all that stuff. So we spend the day there. That night I take him out for dinner. And we're sitting there talking and he goes, so I have a question for you. And I went, yeah, like what's up? He's like, so you know the office where all of your guys are, the designers and the programmers and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, where we were at all day. He's like, why don't you guys build a platform and cut the ceiling height in half? Because then you could fit twice as many people. And I'm like, so you want me to have 2 6-foot ceilings? And he goes, they're sitting at a desk anyway.
Oh God. They don't understand. They don't.
No. And I was like, all of a sudden I was like, now I get it. Now I get why you tell me that hiring someone to push the next button instead of fixing the problem in the code is a better choice, right? Like, but it was one of those things, and I'm not knocking it. It's different. Like that's just the way things are. But it was just one of those things that made me realize how things in countries like India and many other places, the fact that you would even be allowed to do that blows my mind, right? Like, so if you're like 5'9",
right,
you could barely stand up straight,
right?
But it's okay because you're sitting at a desk. Like,
oh gosh.
But anyway, so
they're gonna be sitting at desks anyway. Hit to crawl out.
I know, but like that's why now once again the first paragraph of this all of a sudden makes sense. More sense.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Anyway, all right. Changing directions here. How do you grow a family business that makes furniture? This is all your world, buddy.
No, so it's your world too.
I know, but
yeah, I mean, the first thing to do is if you are the owner, whatever, and you are involved with every aspect of the business, you are not going to have time to grow the business.
Right.
So the first thing you need to do is streamline things and hand certain responsibility over to other people.
Correct.
To free up your time.
Get yourself an operating officer or something like that. Yeah.
If you are, if you're in India, you don't have to worry about creating a website. There are a million people. You could probably
go to the local coffee shop, and I guarantee you, the guy behind the counter can make the website 10 times better than anyone you've ever met.
Probably. Yeah. Right. There's plenty of people there that can build it and do a great job of it.
They're some of the most talented developers I've ever worked with, those guys.
Oh, hands down.
Oh, my God, I love them. Yeah. They're great.
Growing your social media following, all that stuff, that's just marketing. But if you are still taking over the business and you're going to get dragged down by coming up with operating processes and HR and all this stuff, you're not going to have any time for the growth side of things.
That's the pit that a lot of owners of businesses, CEOs, not CEOs, but owners of businesses fall into, is they are so busy and let's say working on the business, working at the business, they're not working on the business, right? Or where was it? Working in the business,
not on it.
Yeah, instead of on it. But I don't think a lot of people understand what that means, right? So when you're working in the business, you're the guy who's looking over and seeing what people are doing all day long, HR this and payroll and this and that. No.
You end up being quality control.
Exactly.
You're doing all the things you should not be spending your time on when you get to a certain stage.
Right. When you're working on the business, you're out there selling. You're out there promoting the business. You're out there finding what new products do we need to get into. What you're doing a lot of analyzing. Yep. You're networking. You're doing all those things that will bring in more customers, bring in more product ideas, etc.
Your only job is to increase the revenue of the business.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny because I had this conversation, I want to say probably about a year ago. There's a guy, he's an HVAC contractor. And I met him so there was a networking event or like a round table for business owners only. And I remember he was sitting there and he was saying, I'm at the point now where I have to scale my business and I have to hire a new tech. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm going to have to move more to a sales position and all this stuff. And he's like, and I absolutely hate it. He's like, I did not get into this to do the marketing and sales.
Right.
He's like, I love working on the tech. So I looked at him and I said, then why don't you hire someone in above you instead of below you? And he goes, I'm allowed to do that? I'm like,
yes, you can hire someone to tell you what to do.
Yes, like absolutely you can. Yeah. Like, you can hire someone to go out and sell and manage the office and do the finances and all of that stuff. Like if you don't like doing that, then why would you hire someone to do the part you like?
Right.
And you do more of the stuff you don't like. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But it was one of those things where, like if you think about it, how many founders of companies end up hiring in executives above themselves so they can focus on the things that they want to, right?
Well, so let's see what happens when you want to bring on an investor, like some type of angel investment, or you get your Series 1. What are they doing? They're putting a board in your business, because that board's going to know a heck of a lot more about growing revenue than you ever will.
Yes.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You're still doing whatever it is that you do to make your business profitable, make your business grow. But that board, their only job is to grow revenues.
Yes.
Everything else, nothing else matters to them. Yep. And if you can't be that person, that's okay. You don't have to be. You can always hire someone to do it.
Yes. And that's the thing that I preach to people all the time is, don't always assume you have to hire underneath you. You can hire above you.
Right.
Because someone asked me once, like, if Red Knight takes off and you have multiple locations and all that stuff, they're like, are you gonna run it? And I'm like, no. I don't like operational things. Like, I would hire a CEO.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what is their job? It's executive function.
Yep.
Right. Like, I don't like doing the executive function. Do I understand it? Can I do it? Do I want to do it every day? No. I like the creative copywriting. Like, I love that part of it.
Yeah.
So how many people see, I want to work at this so that I can hire someone to go work in the field so I can move to the office? Mm-hmm. I'm the exact opposite. I'm working really hard at it to be able to hire someone in above me,
right,
so that I can go work in the field, because that's what exactly. I love, right? But yeah, it's one of those weird hierarchies that I think we've kind of created, that you always hire more techs instead of hiring more executives to work on your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. I don't think I say that often enough to people. You can always hire above you. There's nothing wrong with hiring someone above you. And there's nothing wrong with that person telling you what you need to do to grow the business.
Yes.
at the end of the day, you still are technically their boss because you own the company. But if you try to look at it from the approach of, hey, I'm not telling that guy what to do. That guy's going to tell me what to do because I don't know how to grow the business.
Correct.
Then you'll succeed.
Yes. Like it's hiring the expertise
right
in the areas that you may not be interested in because you will never get really good at it because you're not going to be interested in it.
Correct. Yeah.
So
but family-owned furniture business?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, go out and do the same thing, right? Go find people. No, number one, if you are an engineer and I think he said he's an engineer, has no understanding of business, go learn business first, okay? You have to. If you're going to be a business owner, and you don't have to do it every day. Like, you don't have to be the person involved in business every single day, but you have to at least understand business.
The first thing I would do, if you have no experience, is hire a chief operating officer that runs the business for you.
Correct.
That you can learn from.
Yep. It's got to be someone who's been in the industry for a while.
Yep.
Knows what to do, knows the ins and outs. And let that person help you hire the HR person. Mm-hmm. Let that person help you hire, the salesperson, et cetera.
Help you put standard operating procedures, all that stuff. Because you always have, like, I'm assuming your dad, just because he's retired, isn't available for questions.
Right.
Right. So, like, you could still call him and tap into the knowledge and expertise.
But it doesn't sound like he did very much other than build and sell.
Which is okay because, like, if he's struggling on the sell side, apparently the dad knows how to sell because he grew it to 70 people.
True.
Right? Like, there's a lot of knowledge there and it's spread over a lot of different things. So, like, utilize the resources around you. If you found this clip interesting, make sure to go listen to the full podcast. There's lots more content there.